Marvel Rivals is not considering a role queue, no matter how annoying it is to get rinsed on a team of 6 duelists. There you go. They are not going to be coming out with a role queue, which I like. Like, a lot of my games, there's a lot of 2-2-2 going on, chat. There's 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 supports. But I will say, let's say if I'm playing a DPS and I'm queued as a DPS and I'm doing really poorly, I feel like I'm not going to be a good credit to my team. And if I could switch to a tank, I'd love to have that. I think that's cool. I mean, and there's a lot of good compositions. Like, I played against 3 tanks, 3 supports. I played against goats. I played against 1 tank, 3 DPS, 2 supports. There's a lot of different variations, and it's good to be able to switch. And this first comment right here says, role queue was one of the many contributing factors that killed Overwatch. Marvel Rivals is not considering a role queue, no matter how annoying it is to get rinsed on a team of 6 duelists. Marvel Rivals has a problem. One that every hero shooter since the invention of the concept and every MOBA before it has suffered from. People keep picking DPS. You rock into it. The problem with picking DPS, though, I feel like DPS are fun characters, but as a DPS player myself, I'm actually having a lot of fun playing Mantis, Luna Snow, Rocket. You could even play Doctor Strange, chat. The tanks are a lot of fun. I see people popping off on Groot. It's a lot of fun. Like, tanks in this game are actually a lot of fun compared to like other games, dude. And supports. You rock into a game expecting a balanced team makeup, but alas, your crew is composed of Hawkeye, Black Widow, Magic, Psylocke, Spider-Man, and a Punisher. You proceed to die violently. And I feel like that's because people are very selfish, chat. You should, if you want to be good at this game and have good gaming experience, you should be able to flex to other roles if your team needs. Sometimes you're going to be able to flex, sometimes people are going to flex for you, chat. I feel like that's a common theme that's going to happen in this game. Or like any game, to be honest with you. Or if you guys really want to play role queue, chat, why don't you just 6-stack with friends? If you 6-stack with friends, you guys can always argue with each other to see who's playing 2-2-2. This has predictably led to cries for a role queue, where players have to commit playing to one of 3 roles, Vanguard, Strategist, or Duelist, before entering a game. In theory, this karmically balances things. Sure, you could play your favorite DPS hero, but to do so, you'll need to endure long queue times. Meanwhile, your tanks and healers get the VIP treatment, and crucially, all games are balanced as a result. Unfortunately for these people, Marvel Rivals isn't getting a role queue anytime soon. According to the developers in an interview with Esports, Guangyang Chen, is how you say it? The game's creative director, it says that right now we are not considering a role queue. Good. The team's goal is to offer a wider variety of team composition through team-up skills and their own designs, to let people play their Marvel superheroes rather than limiting players to choosing a role. I think they did talk about a 1-3 rule, though, if I'm not mistaken. This game is not dying, bro. I'm sorry. This game is not dying. They might come out with a 1-3 rule, a limit 3 players. So let's say if there's three people who lock DPS, you cannot play DPS after. So there has to be either 3 DPS, 3 tanks, or 3 DPS, 3 supports, or any variation. Or 1 tank, 3 DPS, 2 supports. I think they have talked about that. Where I mean, so that means everyone wins. I mean, whoever comes up with the fastest computer to lock DPS, you win, I guess. There is a saying I like very much. You're not stuck in traffic. You are traffic. I've never heard about that before. While I'm not sure its original author was thinking of hero shooters when they wrote it, especially since it appears to be from a decade-old advertisement for TomToms. I don't even know what that is. Sat-nav device from the age before you could use it on your phone, I think is extremely applicable to them. Point being, most people who are complaining about about being in a team made up of 6 DPS heroes are often playing a DPS hero themselves. And look, I do get it. It can be frustrating to be nudged into tanking or supporting roles when you really just want to blast some folks. But you need to be the change, Venom or Jeff the Shark you wish to see in the world. Exactly, chat. Listen, bro, you as a player should not be limited to just DPS, chat. I feel like you should be able to flex to tank, and you should be able to flex to support if needed. If you're having an off game, because everyone has off games, chat, you should be able to flex to another role to probably help your team instead of just throwing. If you go 2-10 on fucking Spider-Man and you're complaining about your team's not helping you, bro, switch. I also happen to think a part of the Marvel Rivals appeal is absolute chaos. A sensation of free-for-all fun that is lent to its wonky balance and absurd team comps. I personally don't want to see this thing become sweaty, mostly because the moment people figure out how to watch their flanks when I'm playing Spider-Man, I'm doomed. And trust me, my shotty's aim is not going to save me. Well, I mean, people are eventually going to get better at this game. But what about competitive play? Well, if you're serious about improving, having a good understanding of what every role does is probably healthy for your development. That's what I keep saying, bro. It's good to play other characters because then you know the character that you're playing, limitation, their cooldowns, their everything, and that's going to help you be better. Like, as a DPS player, when I play Overwatch, if I hear that the Ana uses a sleep or a nade, I know that they're going to be like 10 seconds useless, so that gives you 10 seconds to dive that character. Besides, Chen says things have been rational and within expectations. In our competitive play recently, there are a lot of different compositions emerging from players, and we like to continue to monitor these fun compositions and how they impact our game. Be honest with me. It's been a very long time where I could just play a game for 14 hours or 15 hours like yesterday and like want to keep playing. Bro, it's been like that. I haven't felt like this since the beginning of Overwatch when it was first released. Now I play Overwatch, I can't go through 3 hours without looking like I want to fucking die. Do you want to play your favorite characters? Yes, like I love playing Psylocke, I love playing DPS, but like I do flex the Mantis, Luna Snow. Like, you flexing, it's not that bad, bro. And if you lose a game because you flex because the people locked DPS before you, just be like, hey, we lost, and they're starting to flame you and be like, hey, you're not a good healer, you're not a good tank. Be like, hey, shut the hell up. You're trash. I filled for you, and you couldn't carry the game. You're garbage. L+ ratio. Get good, and then avoid them because you guys have 3 avoid slots. If you guys didn't know that, and I don't think they should come out with a role queue. Because roll queue and an open queue, the one thing I don't like about Blizzard is that they always do this, even with World of Warcraft, with like Classic WoW and Vanilla WoW. Sorry, not Classic WoW and like Retail WoW. Like, bro, you're splitting the player base. I don't like that. You're going to have people who want to play roll queue, then you're going to have people who want to play open queue, and you're just going to split the player base, and then you're going to make both queues longer. I want to look at the negative. Let's look at the negative. 80% of these negative reviews are either trolls or Overwatch cope, or are complaining about their potato computers not being able to run Unreal 5. So I'd figure I actually give some legit criticism. Let me be clear. I like this game and I hope to see it improved. That being said, it certainly has some issues. First off, movement speed is far too slow and does not match the speed of combat. Just based off of that one thing, I just don't think this person knows how to play this game. The movement is actually really fast. Has this guy ever tried to hit a fucking Spider-Man or a Jeff that's on a wall underwater? Don't think this guy knows what he's talking about. There is almost no way to dodge and or avoid like 40% of the stuff in this game. True. I mean, trying to dodge a Jeff ult if you don't have a movement ability is kind of hard. Most of these characters are also slow and it's almost laughable. I mean, there's a lot of... What characters are these guys playing? The sniper characters are too easy to use and are extremely hard to punish. Okay, what rank is this guy? No offense, Hela and Hawkeye I agree with. But has this guy ever played against a fucking... a Black Widow, bro? Black Widow is horrible. The snipers are easy to kill. No character is able to push them without being shot, and even when they do, snipers are still strong in close range, specifically Hawkeye. And also, Hawkeye and Black Widow team-ups power is straight up busted, borderline cheating. I feel like this person is like the type of player that considers flanking a Widow, a sniper character, is by running straight at them in a straight line. Bro! There is too much visual clutter and audio clutter. I mean... Visual clutter, I could probably agree with. Audio clutter, I don't think so. I don't... too many pointless voice lines going on. Why do I feel like I can't see my team's health bars half the time? The destructible terrain is cool, but the characters seem to get caught on rubble too much. I can agree with that. Everyone knows about my Winter Soldier ults. Feels bad, man. It says this person has 4.8 hours on record. Scarlet Witch's ultimate is too strong. She should not be able to move once it's activated. No, chat, no. No. Out of all the characters you could complain about and their ultimate, you're complaining about Scarlet Witches? No. No, chat. No, 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 bro. It's like a Diva Bomb. How are you going to complain about a Diva Bomb doing like 1,000 damage when all you got to do is just walk away or hide? Scarlet Witch's ultimate is too strong and should not be able to move once it's activated. It's too easy to hide behind a corner. Activate it and then pop out right before it goes off in team white. It literally shows you a huge indicator of where they're popping it. And why can't you just walk behind a wall and dodge it? Chat. Again, I actually like this game and it fills the whole of hero shooters, but it needs work. I hope to see it improve. Other than that, it's a good casual fun, but as of right now, it's too unpolished to recommend. Nah, that's crazy. Consistent crashes. Yeah, they do need to fix that. I'm pretty sure they're looking for ways to fix the crashes as well. There are still consistent crashes even with the newest NVIDIA drivers. There needs to be a memory leak somewhere that just completely screws me over after 30 to 40 minutes playing the in-game time. I feel like that happened to my teammate when we were playing. I want to enjoy this game, but I'm sick of getting kicked out of every damn match because of memory leaks or horrible optimization, even on the lowest possible settings. Any photosensitive or epileptic gamers looking to play this game, don't. I played for maybe half a game before I started experiencing warning symptoms and had to quit after attempting to look at hero cosmetics. Every menu, screen, and sequence is absolutely riddled in flashing lights and bright impact frames with no way of disabling or skipping them. A really fun game, but unfortunately lacking entirely in accessibility. Until features are added to accommodate it, I simply won't be able to play it. Damn. Oh my god, there are dev responses. Wait a minute, let's go look at this one. Thank you for your valuable feedback in terms of character design, hero balance, and other problem. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience you have experienced. In terms of problem you encounter, we recommend trying to reduce the graphic settings, such as texture quality, to enhance the game's performance. If you continue to experience slowdowns during your gameplay, please report it to Marvel Rivals support bot in our Discord server. Providing players with a good gaming experience is our priority. We will continuously optimize the game experience based on your feedback. We greatly appreciate your support and patience. If you have any further questions or suggestions, please do not hesitate to contact the support team in Discord for any in-game issues. I mean, they are complaining about the sniper characters. I mean, they addressed the visual clutter, the indestructible terrain. They're talking about graphics. Oh, these aren't the negative reviews, but this says it's hard to play Venom with one hand when his caked up gyat is all over my screen. Okay, let's go down to a random one. Game is good, but performance is horrible. Okay, true. Might even say the beta was more optimized, and I still can't believe it. After 4 months, it still has 99% issue bug. Great game, almost. I played during the closed beta, second or third wave, and I had a great time. Since the release, playing with friends is impossible. I get disconnected over every match before I even load into the game, and when I try to reconnect, my slot has already been filled, forcing me to not be able to get back to the game. Then it proceeds to give me a penalty. This seems to be an issue that a decent amount of players are experiencing, including friends that I'm playing with, so it does not seem to be an isolated bug. I have sent in reports as well as a ban appeal. I hope this gets fixed because at this rate the game is unplayable. I think that's the biggest problem right now, is a lot of people's computers can't handle this, and also a lot of people are crashing. I was dueling with someone that their computer was crashing as well. Okay, friends, YouTube thinks you might like this next video, so let me know if they're right.